So we just got back from going to lunch with Gary Patterson and Rich Rinke, and today was an absolutely amazing day seeing the Shelby production, and they sold serial number 1. That is awesome.
Worldwide shipping is available on this cream puffer. What a great day to be alive.
Once in a lifetime opportunity. Runs hard. Wow. Outstanding. So grab your cup of Joe and let's go. Good morning. Boy, it feels good here. We are in Detroit, Michigan, heading to Oxford, Michigan for the reveal of the 2025 GT350R Shelby. This is going to be an incredibly special day, so get a big cup of Joe and let's go. Here we are at Turnkey, one of my favorite places on the planet. Uh-oh. What up, Sean P? So there is the AMX that we got with a super stock car, 1973. Sean just brought it in. One of the rarest Javelins on the planet. 73 Javelin, AMX, Pierre Cardin edition, factory 401. One of the rarest Javelins on the planet. So Rich ended up with the super stock car, the Jimmy Walker car, and now he's ended up with this. Sean just brought it in. Look at that. That's been in the private collection for years. Morning, Mr. Tabby. How are you?
How you doing?
Good.
Nice.
You guys remember Mike Tabby? One of the best finders on the planet.
It's my lovely wife, Tracy.
Happy birthday, Tracy. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Well, this is one of the coolest places on the planet.
We're excited. Thanks for involving us.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Where's Rich? Have you seen him yet?
He's inside.
He's inside? Where's my coffee?
I'm not there.
Let's go walk and get a coffee. When we sold this to Rich, it had a 4-cylinder in it.
He just got the engine done.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, Rich can't leave well enough alone.
No, he cannot.
So this is just a really, really nice 4-cylinder, and he just put a 401 in it.
That's good.
That's a lot of motor.
Oh, we need to drive that. Very cool.
Feels like my favorite thing.
Whoa.
They're all here. Wow. Like, isn't this amazing?
We're supposed to just do this tour without Rich? I don't think he'd like that, but we can.
Oh yeah, he's probably got better.
Give me 1 second.
Mike Tabby and his wife Tracy.
Hi, how's it going?
It's their anniversary. I thought it was her birthday.
Anniversary. Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. It was last Saturday. I think I know this guy.
Now this is a great day to be alive. Chased Shelby Mustangs my whole life. My first actual car was a Mustang.
Put it away.
As a car, first vehicle I actually drove was a truck, but to get to see this in production, all right, let's rock and roll.
Let's do that.
Gary, thanks for having us. We were excited to be here.
Absolutely.
Wow, wow, wow.
Show you a couple things real quick.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So one of the super cool things is in racing, racing trans, this is the SADEV trans that ends up in all of our race cars. It's a sequential trans, and it's about a $30,000 trans, and it will do the business, upshifts, downshifts, blip shift, spark cut.
Did you say 30,000?
$30,000. It's a nice piece of equipment.
You'll never find a better transmission.
Wow.
And you can take the input shaft out and replace it. Make it easy to put back in the car. Day one, what happens? Shelby decides they want to do a GT350R. Gary and I sit down with our teams and we say, this is how it needs to be. How it needs to be, for sure, is Wimbledon White. Wimbledon White is only available this year on their 60th anniversary.
Okay.
So, you're going to start out with a Wimbledon White premium package car, and you're going to obviously pull some of the trim off it that gets replaced, tear the car down, brakes, suspension system, all the components we'll never use again. They get boxed up and tagged. Then the car goes down to the fab shop,
So are you doing 36? It's like
The
done at
suspensions,
65?
are all taken off of them. The interiors are all completely taken out of them. The body components, then they come down here.
We did have a few Oxford white colors,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
that's okay. A lot of people chose the Wimbledon white.
So here's a perfect example of something cool we do. The hubs get pulled off the cars, and we made a special tool to press in the studs. A lot of shops will just beat them out with a hammer and beat them in with a hammer, or they'll use like a little bearing tool and pull them in with an impact. We
Are you talking about Collins Brothers?
No, that might be with the four-wheel drive people do it. But anyways, when we pull the stud out, you know, there they are. That's all out of the other cars. So we put a full race stud in it. It's extra long, meets the sanctioned body requirements. Down here, this is the car, and it will go through the process of, you can see the trunk is out of it. That fixture you see right there,
Yep.
locates all of the roll bar landing points. You can see these points. Yeah, are there some brackets here we can show? We won't talk a lot about this. Wow. But this is the new SGT Shelby chassis that we're going to have on the ground and be testing close to the first of the year.
Wow, great. Looks like you're building a Daytona. Please tell me you're going to build a Daytona. No. So you guys have heard us talk about Brunt work boots for the past 2 years because they've been a sponsor, and we've been wearing ours pretty much religiously for the past 2 years. The whole Coffee Walk team got them, and from day one we realized they were comfortable. You didn't have to break them in. And when we first got these boots in, we were all bragging about how comfortable they are. Me and Alex and Anthony and Sean P. and some of the other members on the Coffee Walk team, and it kind of created a little bit of riff in the building. Well, Kelsey and Zach reached out to Brunt, and guess what? Everybody got a pair. Now, one of the only ways to get a discount, get $10 off your first purchase today by going to bruntworkwear.com/coffeewalk10. That's bruntworkwear.com/coffeewalk10 and use code coffeewalk10 to get $10 off your next purchase. That's one of the only ways you could possibly get a discount on Brunt Workwear right now. And guess what? Christmas is coming up. Your husband, your boyfriend, your friends, whoever it is, are going to absolutely love these boots. You can wear them every day and work in them. Get you some of them.
Some of the very unique components that go on this car, these are built specifically for the GT350, and carbon fiber part, very light.
So trick.
It's right over the radiator. See
This
the
is the, Dennis, you'll laugh when I hand this to you. Feel like this is.
Wow. Doesn't even weigh a pound.
Yeah, beautiful piece. So these go through a process of getting top coated and clear, and then finished all out, polished. Over here, oh, here's the one of the rear wing uprights. This is the part that Jack actually designed, so it's got some aero into it, solid mounted, billet, big time high quality stuff here. Okay.
Gary, have you ever seen paint work done to the level that it's done here? Because I never have.
Very special place.
This is
Incredible.
this is the attachment that is on the back side.
But you know, Dennis, we've got a unique situation here too, where you guys saw the movie Ford versus Ferrari, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got an engineer.
See this
You got
part?
a guy that can do test driving, race driving, and 10 miles. We got Jack Renke.
That's right.
He does all that. So
He's
when he
killing
just
it.
showed you the part that he made for that wing, there's the manufacturing.
He knows how it functions. All right,
Jack wants it to work.
Well,
is
it's
this?
got to work
What is
because he
this,
has
Rich?
to live with it.
That's one of the very unique parts that we use to mount the roll bar. And what you see here, see that level of detail? That's actually in the backbone of the car that goes across the car. That's how perfect of a fit we have, and this gets all welded into the car. Rather than going piece by piece in the car, we build this up as an assembly, as a fixture first.
Okay.
In a fixture. Cool stuff.
A fixture in a fixture.
This is the Shelby hood. Obviously, it's got a lot of vents in it. It's a real high quality OEM level hood, and it comes in E-coated. And then over here, is the first step in the process where we've got the base coat on it. This just so happens to be Wimbledon white. Now all these cars are going to go through 12 steps of a graphics, package. In fact, Jessica, if you could roll that hood crack over here, or let's just go over here and look at it. Dennis, you were talking about the paint quality, but you can feel that there's not a.
So this is paint. That is not a decal.
That is 100% paint.
That's unbelievable.
Imagine each individual color gets done. The stencil overlays, we paint it, we remove it, and every little corner is sharp and as crisp as can be. If you look in here, you'll see these little tiny spots and then these fangs. For a painter to take the time that they have to do this, it's insane.
That's art right there.
And everyone comes out this nice, and we'll show you right on the line. Let's go over to the paint shop some more.
So back in the day, I love hearing the old stories of Shelby stuff. That was the Achilles heel, was just even painting the Le Mans stripes was a huge problem.
Well, yeah.
It took more time to build the car, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. That whole thing was crazy, but then also, we weren't anywhere close to the quality level that we are today. The panel fit, finish, all that kind of stuff, way better today.
I've never seen anybody do paint work like they do it here.
They do fabulous job.
I mean, everybody thinks that's decal. It's not.
Oh, it's not. And then, I don't know if you've got that process.
Yeah,
I had one the other day where we had the process where you could see what the hood looked like in each stage.
For example, let's go over here on a hood. Creates.
So how many, did you say it's 9? 12 steps to paint this hood.
Yeah, so
12.
And between each color is what they call DBC clear, and that holds that color down so when you wet sand it, it doesn't bleed blue or red or black or silver into it. And then this one will get done, and then you'll have the next piece that goes on, and what you see is these little squares. These are our index marks, so we make sure we keep coming back to the same location. And so there's multiples of these that get done till finally you get to the finished product.
That's just crazy attention to detail. That is one expensive hood.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of hours in that hood.
That's so cool.
But people will walk up to these cars in their garages and they'll just look at them. And they love looking at them.
When I see a car like this, first thing I do is I say, would you look at this?
It's art.
Oh, I agree.
And they know as soon as they see it, this is different. Because they'll see like a whole bunch in somebody's collection, they go, who did that?
Yeah, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
The car goes on to the floor post first, and we do the transmission mod updates, we do the trans cooler updates, we do some of the diff cooler updates. For example, a whole rear cradle, this whole cradle is actually built up with all its chassis stiffening and all its new springs and the half shafts on this fixture right here. So you can imagine every one of these fasteners has a specific location. When they put a new subframe on here, they load this with a fresh set of bolts and fasteners. The torque specs are all understood, and then they build all this up. But you can see the level of chassis stiffening that we've done, as well as the higher end suspension components.
So Jack, you like these Alcon brakes?
Absolutely. I was just about to say I wanted to bring special notice to this package. Like I was saying earlier, this is a proven package that we used on the race car in the past. We wanted to bring it to the Shelby GT350R, and we worked with a company called Pro Systems. They're an Alcon dealer, and they're also a little bit of an engineering firm. And they did a fantastic job on this package. The reason being is that all these newer cars have the electronic emergency brake that I'm sure you've seen before. Mm-hmm. And a big problem with that, if you're going to a new brake system as well, how do you get it to communicate with the harness without throwing a code, and then now you don't have an emergency brake? Pro Systems was able to figure out a way to make a plug-and-play system for the Alcon brakes, for the emergency brake, the electronic emergency brake, to work just by plugging it in.
Also, maybe it helps that Turnkey has actually had a wiring harness division too, though.
Absolutely. Right? So communicating back and forth
in house.
Right here. Let's go to the front.
Well, this is a Shelby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what makes it a Shelby.
Yeah, right now they're getting ready to do the trans updates on it and the exhaust system up here. You can see the front strut assembly is in it now, and we have a true racing style camber caster plate. We even have the shock tower opened up at the top, so you can do adjustments right at the track. When the cars are shipped, they have this little tiny hole opening to tighten the strut, and you have no movement or ability to make a camber caster adjustment at the track. So this is just part of the graphics package. Once again, you can't feel any of it.
This is painted on the car. That is not a decal.
That is insane.
Car goes down the line. We have a set of yellow spacers to keep the car mobile. We put the stock wheels on it with a set of spacers, and then when this station, when this work is done, well, this is normally covered. You can't even get to it.
Well, you just skipped right over the supercharger, but
We're not done yet. We're not done yet.
Yeah.
We haven't left the station. We just talked about putting it on.
You've driven high horsepower cars, so imagine a car that is lighter with the same horsepower, and all the vehicle's dynamic systems are working to their optimum level. It's an experience that you just, unless you drive the car, you can't even.
so you're getting the power to the ground.
You're not only getting the power to the ground, you're getting the rest of the feel, the confidence in the car, and utilize it.
And that's hard to do. To me, a lot of these modern day supercars the chassis can't handle the power. There's just too much power.
Here's some other cool, unique parts. Fasteners all clearly identified. These are some of the carbon fiber grill inserts. Nice high quality part. And over here, you can see the time and effort that Shelby actually goes through to make sure they have. We talked about this earlier in the conference room, is that in today's day and age with the technology that's available to us, we don't have to use bubble gum and newspaper anymore to do things. We can do it in a high quality fashion. So Gary and the guys.
Well, it's tough to get this carbon fiber stuff to that level.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a really nice high quality part. That aids in assembly too. You're not, if you go look at a Shelby from 1969 or 70, you can see where they put the whole new taillight panel in it. But back then, nobody thought of it, but they just went and cut the taillight panel out and they touched it up with some primer. And I think they put the Cougar tail lamps in it or something.
Yep.
Yeah, the sequential tail lamps.
Cougars.
And that's how it was done.
Yeah. You know, and for car people, if you really look at it,
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
it's not just we put it on, it's the quality side behind it. So if you look at each and every one of these fasteners, they're all marked so that we know that these are all torqued already. Just look at all these different pieces. You say, well, what's that all about? Well, that's a quality check that this team goes through. We do the same thing in our shop in Vegas. If you go through and you say, okay, this has now been torqued, and now we have a checklist, right?
Yeah, so
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, each one of these cars have a traveler sheet that when the car is built, it has everything documented from the time it rolls in to the time it rolls out. Even the torque specs are in here, the operator, the date, and this package is available to the owners at any time.
That's what I mean, to me, documents on any Shelby is huge. Sure. Serial numbers are huge, documents are huge, so the owner can get that stuff and keep track. I assume these are going to be in the Shelby registry. Okay.
Oh yeah, we will know, basically
Everything about
who
it.
built it. It's got this Ford serial number, it's got this Shelby serial number. These things all match, so that if somebody else took their car, they wrecked it, they can take all these parts and put it on something else. We'll know it's not the same car.
One thing we found in testing is that this is the intercooler reservoir. We take temps all the time. This is a really amazing, very well developed package. Not all supercharged cars are happy on a track. They're made for people to do a blast down the road and just go cruise around. This car really does well, and I can tell you the inlet temps on this car are lower than I've ever seen. So maintaining inlet temperatures is a product of the efficiency of the intercooler, the heat exchangers and whatnot. And they are very, very good.
Well, not only the good once, but the
Over and over.
repeatability.
Yeah.
And that's where you get, if you have a larger surface area, which Whipple's done a great job with these superchargers, is your intercooler size is much larger. So your repeatability is a lot better.
Recovery.
They don't heat soak nearly as fast as they would and other applications. So we talked about, guy goes in his garage, the carbon fiber rear deck lid spoiler, these pieces here and here. So it's got wonderful, wonderful eye candy.
Oh, wow. So each car is sequential on the emblem?
This number right here.
Look at that. So that's car 33.
That car, it's,
how cool.
that's the only solid billet plaque made for that car.
So where's the actual Shelby tag?
Inside the car.
Okay.
This one has it on it. So if you look on the passenger side upper dash panel,
Car 33.
go ahead.
Oh, I love the blue cage.
Take a look at the.
That's awesome.
So
you got all the carbon in there.
So then it's this
the carbon tub. You got the cage, the roll bar.
So cool. Wow, there's carbon fiber
I bet you
everywhere.
say there's not a U.S. car that's done like that.
in there.
A lot of work.
Man, that seat's killer. And that's not the race seat. That's the street seat.
Yeah, this is actually a lot more comfortable than the race seat.
That looks
Race seat, you're
fantastic.
kind
Yeah, you're stuck.
of yeah,
Which is good,
yeah.
but not always.
Man, Gary, I know you've been around. I haven't got to see one yet, but you got to be excited.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
I'm excited just standing here.
I mean, how many Mustangs have you ever seen?
Take a look at the welds on that.
Yeah, look at the weld quality and everything.
Incredible.
Dennis, you've been around all different vehicles. How many Mustangs have you seen with a full carbon tub in?
None.
That's right. You know why? Because they were made here.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So let's move on down the line. Very unique front fascia. These are carbon fiber. Come on over here.
The fender's carbon fiber?
Look at that.
Not even a pound. That's crazy.
So
Well, these cars are really special.
we're working on some new technologies with alloys as well to get almost as light as that. You've heard of acid dipping?
Yeah, absolutely.
You've heard of Inconel,
Mopar did it back.
titanium?
Mopar did it back in the
It's all
day.
kinds of really cool things. You want to go out racing, you'll be inventive, right? You'll see that the GT350R this year has a very unique exhaust on it. If you were to take a look underneath there, up on top, you can see the routing.
So cool.
So now, on the white cars with the blue and red graphics, they get compatible colors.
Even the muffler is branded
Look
Shelby.
at here, full drive shaft loop. Wow. Shifter upgrades as well. Back here, we upgraded the differential in them. We have half shafts that are rated for 1,200 horsepower. We have diff coolers with the Tilton pumps in them. They can turn the diff cooler on when to go to the track. When you think you're going to be out there for 45 minutes, as soon as you get some temp in the diff, you turn it on, and the diff temp stay nice and low for you.
You see the little Easter egg here too, because we make this part and ship it out here. So the airflow goes through here. This is a unique Shelby part and
Functional.
Functional.
Man, you guys are going to make some people nervous with this car.
When we did these cars, Peter Brock, you know Peter Brock, right? Peter looked at the cars and he said, the thing I love most about the Super Snakes and all this is not only does the stuff look cool, but it's functional.
So back here is where the exit is. The pressure area down below and the exit for the diff cooler.
So you've got street exhaust and race exhaust.
Yeah,
Street
check it.
seats, race seats.
Check this out. Look at this view up through here. Is that just awesome? Look at that stack of carbon, functional coolness, carbon, functional coolness.
That's crazy cool.
That's a cool look when
I
you look
agree.
up like that.
Wow, I think you guys nailed it for sure.
So let's take a look at the very first development vehicle.
Okay.
You've gone down the whole assembly line. When we set out to build the first car, we said it's got to be ready for that Barrett-Jackson review. It has to be high quality. But guess what? Our first car was built with high quality tools. It was designed, it was engineered. Let's look at the car. This is the first car, and let's look at the cars that we ended up building.
Okay.
So that's an Oxford white car.
Love it.
So it's a little bit different.
Black and gold. I love that.
Yeah, the black and gold with the same paint quality that we all love, right? Go ahead.
That's crazy.
Look at the air dam.
It's very hard for people to believe this, but honestly, this car is such a high level quality. Most first run cars aren't this nice, but the design execution, virtually impeccable.
Love it. So is this Oxford white?
This is Oxford white.
Okay. Can I sit in it?
Go ahead. You're not going to believe this, but we've had this to the track about 5 times. Look at how nice this car is.
That's what it's for, right? You're killing me, Rich. It's serial number 1. I have a thing for serial number 1 cars.
Got a couple myself, Dennis.
I love serial number 1. And you guys just absolutely nailed it on this car.
It's been a great team effort.
So there's 36 cars.
I bet you want to go for a ride.
How are you going to release these? How are you going to sell them?
Well,
Or I imagine they're probably all sold.
they're all sold.
Did you offer them to some of the guys who've got the original 1965 R car?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
And some of them got them?
Yeah, absolutely.
How cool is that?
Oh, it's real cool. And then, selling them, it actually is pretty easy. They sell
What
them.
is it?
People look at it.
What is a 65 R car worth now? I
I
haven't seen one selling in a long time. I haven't seen one selling in a long
There's
time.
a range in there depending on its real race history, its background, its condition, stuff like that. And these cars were raced, so they ended up on the roof and stuff like that. You could get them for $700,000-800,000. You can pay over $1 million for them depending on the condition and the race history and stuff like that.
The suspension's fully adjustable. We made it easy to get the adjustments. Really at the track, the only adjustment you're going to make is on this compression side right here. So it's set up for track right now.
So how many Oxford white cars are there?
There are 7.
6 or 7.
6 or 7?
7.
And the cages are
I
gold,
think we got 7.
and the other cars' cages are blue?
Yes.
Okay. So
So suspension adjustments are here. If we want a softer ride, we go back to 1. If we want a stiffer ride, we go to
That's crazy.
6. And on the front, if you look up front here, you have the same opportunity to change the front.
there we go. We haven't seen one. This is the first car we've seen that's actually finished. Yeah, but look at the Shelby tag.
But it's light. But doesn't have quite the big.
How did you do that?
GT3 is a great car.
Just laser etched?
Yes.
Wow, that's cool.
So all these cars have secret numbers in case they're stolen. Secret numbers, we know where they're at on these cars. They cannot be duplicated.
That is incredible.
These come in just under
Wow, there's so much detail in this car. That's crazy.
40.
I shut the hood like this because I don't want to dent it. That's how I shut it.
Okay.
Okay. The
I'll
front
remember
edge is freaking beautiful.
That is so true. Wow. Amazing.
Want to go for a ride?
Absolutely. Yeah. Does the Pope wear a funny hat? Absolutely incredible. I've been in and around and driven lots of race cars. This car is tame enough that you can drive it on the street, but it feels better than the factory race cars that I've owned from some monster manufacturers. That is absolutely incredible. Wow. Unbelievable.
think, huh?
Unbelievable.
Huh?
I think you guys absolutely nailed it.
So all the different components that we talked about just now and how they go together, the sum of its parts. What do you
It's
think?
unbelievable. I mean, I have factory race cars. I've been in
Sure
a lot
you
of
do.
them. I haven't. I can just tell by sitting in. That's unbelievable. It's a full-blown race car, but it's tame enough you can drive it on the street.
Drive it all the time.
Feels
Incredible.
it has a feel you love.
What I love is the power's going to the ground. It's not just smoking the tires.
There you go.
It's not just a big horsepower car. That's a track weapon right there. So we're at the White Horse Inn, which is the oldest restaurant in this area of Michigan. It's been here since 1850. That's older than me.
Barely.
All right, so you want to know what we got, Zach?
I do.
We got spinach artichoke dip, Brussels sprouts, rustic chip dip, pretzels, White Horse pickles, which is a jar of pickles, whitefish pate, that is for Sean P, High Street shrimp, venison chili, French onion dip, and cream of tomato soup.
I didn't bring soups.
Yeah, you're right. We don't need the soup. It'd be kind of hard to split up.
There's that.
So we'll just pass it all around, and if you like something, throw it on your plate. If you don't, don't. Kind of like a mini bouffoir. I don't know what the best bite for appetizer is going to be, but I'm going to come with something creative.
Those are amazing.
Brussels sprout, shrimp, pickle, sour cream onion dip with a chip, spinach artichoke dip. A little messy, can't take me anywhere. So far, so good. So this is a buffalo loaf.
Thank you.
So
Shit, I'm gonna need a box.
meatloaf made out of buffalo. Jeez, look at that. So we got mashed potatoes, onions, mushrooms. It's gonna be best bite for sure. That is very good. All right, Zach, you gotta rate your mac and cheese. Give me that camera.
Is the brisket
pretty amazing?
Is it underneath?
Yeah, it's underneath.
Okay.
So you gotta get under the bacon.
Okay, I see that.
There's technique here.
A little bacon on there. Ooh, that bacon is thick. That's good.
That's right. Pretty good.
What is it? What's the number? You haven't given a strong score in a long time.
8.76.
That's strong.
That's a good one. That's really good.
What
The
you got,
bacon.
Sean P?
Pulled pork sandwich. Got some it's a little juicy on the bottom.
Is it good?
No, I haven't bitten into it yet.
I think you may have had best bite, Zach. White Horse Inn since 1850. I highly recommend it. I had the buffalo loaf, and Zach had some killer mac and cheese. So we just got back from going to lunch with Gary Patterson and Rich Rinke, and today was an absolutely amazing day seeing the Shelby production, and I'm incredibly humbled. They sold serial number 1 to me. So serial number 1 is coming back to Collins Brothers. What an incredible day to be alive. Thank you, Rich Rinke. Thank you, Gary Patterson. Thank you, Aaron Shelby. Whew, what a day. See you guys next week.
As always, please
Like,
Tag,
share, and follow.
but most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.